All right, have you been thinking about relocating somewhere in Florida close to the beautiful Gulf beaches, somewhere that has a lot of amenities, amenity-rich with a restaurant? Think about having drinks by your pool, meeting your neighbors, going to an event nearby. Well, in this video, we're gonna show you the #1 hottest new community in the country, but guess what? It's located right inside Sarasota County, Florida. What's up, everybody? My name is Franchesca
And I'm Richard Hannah.
If this is your first time to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap on the notification bell so you get notified every time we do a new video just like this one, showing you all of Sarasota County, where to live, eat, sleep, work, play, everything. And listen, ever since we've been doing these videos, we've been getting so many calls, texts, and emails from people just like you wanting to relocate to the Sarasota County area, and we absolutely love it. So make sure you give us that call, shoot us that text, or send us an email, whichever one you prefer, but we don't stop working until you are a Sarasota County resident. All right, guys, we have a lot of stuff for you in this video. We are going to be covering the #1 community in the country. Well, it's definitely the #1 new community here in Sarasota, Florida, and that is Palmera. And also, make sure you stay till the end because we have some exciting news we are going to let out at the very end of this video, and you're not going to want to miss it, especially if you've been following along and paying attention to the builds in Palmera, watching the construction, watching our videos, whatever it is. But if you're interested in Palmera, you're not going to want to miss this big news.
All right, let's get it started. Let's give you the location as always. We are off Prado Boulevard. We are on the west side of Wellen Park. And most importantly, what we're going to do today is we're going to tell you about these 6 different builders and how they build differently. Keep in mind, if you're watching our video, the background is builder developer. We're going to break it down for you today.
All right, we got a lot in this video that we're going to pack in, but I just wanted to show you right off the bat, we're starting right across from the clubhouse that's being built. It is set to open at the beginning of next year, and they are really making a lot of progress. So that is going to be very exciting. And if you aren't familiar, this right here alone is the fitness center. So that's the fitness center. This is the clubhouse. There's just a lot going on here. This is going to be an amenity-rich community, like I said, and that's why we have so many people reaching out to us about Palmera. So we're gonna lay it out for you right now. All right, so we are driving into Palmera, and since it is an amenity-rich community, and that's what everyone's so fired up about Palmera, let's go ahead and talk about the amenities that are going to be coming to this community very shortly in 2026. First of all, it is guard gated, as you guys can see, and this is a really cute guardhouse. So we have confirmed, it is official, that there is going to be an indoor and outdoor restaurant in the clubhouse. So that's really exciting. Also, they're gonna have an event lawn for like yoga and food trucks, somewhere to hang out and meet your neighbor. This is gonna be a community that has a lot of events. Of course, there's a lifestyle coordinator that's gonna be here planning events for you guys. So it's just gonna be a lot of fun. You're gonna have the events that are going on in downtown Wellen Park, plus you're gonna have the events that are going on right inside your community. There's gonna be a golf simulator. I know a lot of people that are super excited about that. There's gonna be that fitness center that I showed you. That whole building is just for fitness. So I'm imagining some group classes, some free weights, some cardio machines. So there's gonna be a playground, pickleball, there's gonna be a fireside lounge for you to hang out, maybe bring some wine, hang out and talk to your neighbors. There's gonna be a resort style pool with lap lanes and a splash pad. And because there is going to be a restaurant in the community, it is a $500 food and beverage minimum, which is not too bad. That's $500 a year. So
these cabanas over here too.
Got some cabanas over here by the pickleball courts. All right, so the first builders we're going to talk about are going to be Homes by Town and David Weekley. They are building on 65-foot wide lots, and we're super excited about their product, and I'm going to tell you why. Homes by Town is semi-custom. David Weekley is a little bit semi-custom, but Homes by Town is truly semi-custom, and let's talk about what they have going on. Homes by Town has 6 floor plans, and they range in square footage from 2,300 square feet up to 3,400 square feet. They have 3 to 4 bedrooms. Their price for their floor plans start at $769,000 and go up to $939,000. They all have a 3-car garage, and I have been told that they are possibly bringing in one more new floor plan for Homes by Town, so stay tuned for that information. But again, Homes by Town is semi-custom, so I'm gonna let Richard kind of talk about what sets Homes by Town apart.
So Homes by Town, it starts from the ground up. They build with stem wall construction. Other builders in here do monolithic slabs. So obviously with the builder developer background, I like the stem wall. Obviously they're semi-custom builder. They do spray foam in the attic for you. Obviously you're gonna have your hurricane impact windows, your tile roofs, full block construction. So definitely one of my favorite builders here in Sarasota County.
Yeah, and just to add one more thing to that is just that the customer service that you receive with Homes by Town really sets them apart. We've had several clients build homes with them, and just from start to finish, it just feels a little bit more, the whole experience just a little bit more personal, if you ask me. And all of our clients have been extremely happy with their final product. So let's now talk about David Weekley. David Weekley, again, is also building on the 65-foot wide lots. These are some David Weekley homes right here. I like David Weekley because it's a little bit of a different exterior, and also they're doing a couple of things different inside the homes. If you're buying a spec home, they're adding trim here and there. They paint the doors along, like they'll have like gray doors instead of just
your
white.
Basic white door.
Yeah.
You know,
so they're setting
touches.
themselves apart by doing a few things different. Also, they do not have just regular mirrors up with no frame. They have frames around all of their mirrors in the bathrooms. I think that's also a nice touch. And we're driving around. These are some of the available lots for David Weekley and Homes by Town. All right, so David Weekley's prices start at $639,000. Their square footage runs from around 2,200 square feet all the way up to a little over 3,000 square feet. Most of their homes, when completed, are between 800 and $1 million. Their HOA is going to be $366 a month, and that includes hot wire, Wi-Fi, basic cable with DVR packages. And all of your landscaping is included when you build over here in Palmera or live over here in Palmera. So landscaping is included, and that also covers your irrigation water as well. You can build a home with David Weekley if you build from the scratch, but if you buy a spec home, they're not really building pools with their specs. Now, going back to Homes by Town, of course, you can build a pool with them, and they are building all of their specs with pools, and they have quite a few specs to choose from right now. So if you're interested, you should definitely give us a call so we can show you some of the spec homes. But we wanted to take you over here because these are some of the David Weekley and Homes by Town lots that they have available. They have some really nice lots. Like this is like a beautiful conservation lots right here. That's conservation back there. That's not changing or going anywhere. And they have a few waterfront lots left that are actually absolutely gorgeous. All right, so here's some of those waterfront lots. But you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and hop out and show you what we're talking about with these lots because they're pretty special. All right. Y'all, the wind is blowing like crazy right today. You noticed in the intro, my hair is going everywhere. All right.
Now there's something very special about these lots and this particular lake. So if you guys are watching our videos, I talk a lot about stormwater and stormwater storage for ponds so that you're in flood zone X and your house doesn't flood. And we put all of our clients in flood zone X, so we don't have to worry about your house flooding. But what's special about this particular lake, pond, whatever you want to call it, this is natural. This has been here forever. This is a spring-fed lake. Now, they've also done something very special to this lake so that there's no issues in the future. So if we get a ton of rain, we have a ton of storms, this water is not going to come up to you. It actually has an overflow on the other side of the lake. So the water, if it comes up too high, it's going to overflow into a storage pond and your lot will not be affected.
Awesome. Look, I just had to come and show you this gorgeous view. As far as I know, this lot is available and it is just really, it's really beautiful out here. All right, on to the next builders. If you've been watching our channel, you should know that Richard and I are very excited about Neal Communities. It's one of our favorite builders, and we happen to be building a Neal Signature home, which is their semi-custom line. So Neal Signature did not end up in Palmera, but Neal Communities is in Palmera, and they build a really nice product, so we're very excited about that. So as we are driving up to their models, so when you come in that main entrance like we did before, you just take a right. Neal Communities is building on 50-foot wide lots. They have 1- and 2-story floor plans. They are 3 to 5 bedrooms, 2 to 4 baths. They have 2-car garages. They range in square footage from 1,533 all the way up to almost 3,000 square feet. These 2-story homes are deceiving because they have a lot of room in them, and they're up there like 5-bedroom houses. For Neal Communities, the floor plans start at $412,990. They are actually super affordable. We were looking with our client, that 2-story home is very affordable. Don't let it deceive you. The HOA for Neal Communities is going to be $320 a month, and starting in 2026, it's actually going to go up to $409 a month. And the CDD is $3418 a year. So that's $3,418 a year. That's rolled into your taxes.
All right, we're going to take you over here where there's some spec homes. So if you're looking for a home, these are available.
Yep, so Neal Communities is building a lot of specs. They are not building, I haven't seen them build any pools with their specs, but of course you can build a pool with Neal. They have their own pool company. It's called Waterscapes, and I have heard nothing but fantastic things about them. So these are some spec homes that are available, and they're gorgeous. Richard, what do you think about Neal Communities
All right,
construction?
so Neal Communities, they're doing a monolithic slab. Of course, you're going to have your block construction. On the second story, they're not doing block construction, but they are doing hardy board or cement board, which I like, is way better than stucco. Got to keep in mind that second story is wood frame. So when we get a bunch of winds, being 5 miles from the water, you want to make sure that you have something really strong and secure in your home. Plus, it helps with your deferred maintenance. You're going to get impact windows, you're going to get tile roofs, you're going to get tankless water heaters. They're really juicing these specs up, so they're really coming out nice. As we get past that madness right there, we're going to take you over to this cul-de-sac where we know some lots are going to be really nice, like right here to your left, Franchesca. These are cul-de-sac lots right here, and then that's preserve behind these lots right here. If you ask me, these two are probably about the best. So if you're looking for something quickly, it's here for you.
All right, we're heading over to the next builder, which is MI. But before I go any further, I want to hear from you in the comments. Where are you coming from if you're thinking about moving here? I'm a Floridian. I've lived in Florida my whole entire life. Richard is almost a true Floridian. He's been here since he was 12 or 13.
You got it.
Okay. Now, MI is the next builder we're going to talk about. They are building townhomes and single-family homes. These are the townhomes right here, conveniently close to the amenities. They have, for their townhomes, the square footage ranges from 1,700 square feet all the way up to 2,800 square feet. 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2-car garages, starting from the high 3s. So pretty good deals going on with those townhomes. Now, also, MI is building single-family homes on 75-foot wide lots, which is the largest lots that you can build on in here. The homes range from 2,200 square feet all the way up to 4,600 square feet. And they have 3 to 5 bedrooms. They have 3-car garages. They have impact glass included with their builds. And they start in the mid-600s and go up to $1 million plus. Now, again, MI will build a pool for you, but they're not building pools with their specs. That seems to be the new trend we're seeing around here, so that's what's going on. This is actually ICI right here.
All right, so here we are looking at MI's finished product. A little bit of construction background on MI. You're gonna have a mono slab, you're gonna have your impact windows, you're gonna have block construction on the first story, wood frame on the second story. Obviously, you're going to have your tile roofs, and you're gonna have your tankless water heaters. If you want more information on any of these builders, don't hesitate to contact me in any way.
All right, well, since we're over here where the larger lots are, let's go ahead and talk about ICI homes. I feel like ICI is getting the most attention, and I really feel like it's because of their elevations and that they're not cookie cutter. So ICI is calling themselves custom, but they do have floor plans to choose from. That their floor plans range from 3 to 5 bedrooms, 2 to 4.5 baths, 2 to 3-car garage. However, I believe they can do a 4-car garage because our client is building with them and that was an option. So I believe you can do 4 cars. You know, they are custom, so they can change all their floor plans to meet your needs. They have, you know, an architect that you'll sit down with. The square footage ranges from 2,600 up to 4,000, but I believe one of these houses is around 5,000 square feet.
This one right here.
This one on the end that we've been watching.
Yes.
It's absolutely
It's a
stunning.
monster.
So their prices range from about 830,000 and go all the way up to $1,014,000. And then, you know, of course, they have a pool company that's, you know, building pools as well for their clients. So, but they are building some spec homes, not with pools though.
You know, I gotta tell you, the elevations are really getting me with ICI.
Yeah, like look at this one right here with the stone and everything. That's somebody's house that they're moving into, about to move into. That's a gorgeous home.
And then you
So
move on
is
to
this one.
Yes.
So they can change the rooms around and a lot of different things with their floor plans, so that's nice.
They are a full custom builder, so as long as you stay on the lot and you stay in the setbacks, you can do what you want.
All right, gorgeous ICI homes. Richard, do you want to talk about what they're doing build-wise?
So for their construction, they are actually doing a mono slab as well. They're doing block construction on the first floor, wood frame on the second floor, and they are using the hardy board on the second floor, which you guys know I love. You hear me talk about it all the time for the strength of your home and the deferred maintenance. Obviously, you're going to get your impact windows, your tile roofs. You're going to get, obviously, you're going to get the tankless water heater. So really with ICI, again, they're full custom, so you get what you want.
All right, they have some gorgeous lots available as well. And like I said, 75-foot wide lots. So the largest lots that you can buy here in Palmera, that's pretty good. Just for this area of Wellen Park in general, a lot of our clients want larger lots and more space between their neighbors, and this is definitely a good place to come and get it. Really gorgeous lake here. All right, we're coming up on our last and final builder. And I don't know if I told you guys this when I was talking about the amenities, but this community is gas. So 6 builders, they're all building with gas except for Mattamy over here. These are called luxury condos or luxury coach residences. So
which one is it?
I know. I've
heard both. Okay.
I've heard both. Yep. There's 2 floor plans in here, the Acacia and the Evergreen. The Acacia is a 2-2 with a half bath, 2-car garage. It has 1,904 square feet and it starts at $478,990. Evergreen is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage, and it has 2,316 square feet. It starts at $528,990. And just to give you an idea of what these go for once they're totally done with the design options, I saw one on the website for $570,000. That was the 3-2. So that gives you an idea of what your all-in cost is for a 3-2. The 2-2 was around 400. I saw some for 470, 460, so somewhere around there for the luxury condos. All right, so here are some available ICI lots. And that is conservation with water back there. So
right on the other side of that silt fence right there is water, so it's a small lake.
Just wanted to show you guys. These are really, and that's MI's lots. These are some really nice lots. Nice sizes, nice view from the back, and those are all available.
Look, and if you don't want a neighbor, there's a good lot right there.
Yep, but you got to build with MI. If you're wondering what Richard's opinion is of all of the builders here, give us a call. We will tell you. We'll discuss it over Zoom, 1 through 6, who our top builder is in Palmera. Let me know in the comments who you think we think it is.
All right, so let's talk about the construction here of Mattamy's product. Mattamy is the main developer out here in Wellen Park. They're doing a great job. You're gonna get a mono slab. Obviously, you see your block construction. And what I love about what they're doing with these luxury condos is in between each unit, you see these different units attached. There is block in between them. So if you're worried about hearing your neighbor, you're not gonna hear them because there's block, and then there's also concrete poured into the cells of the block. So great construction, impact windows, you're gonna get your tile roofs. Some of the roofs are metal. Again, Mattamy Homes, great construction.
All right, and in case you're wondering who is moving here to Palmera, I want to put this out there. The age range in Wellen Park all the way around is aging down. So you're seeing more families come in that are in their like 30s and 40s. Then you're seeing people that are newly retired moving in. We're seeing grandparents come in, empty nesters. So we're really seeing a wide variety of people moving into Palmera and in Wellen Park in general. But if you want to know who's moving into the neighborhood, you look at what the developer has put for amenities. And in this case, we have a little bit of separation. We've got the pool with some lap lanes. Then you have a splash pad that's totally separate with a playground, and then you have the event lawn and stuff like that, and you've got the fitness center. So it's really catering to every age, I believe, of life here in Palmera. And so that's why so many people are really flocking here.
Yeah, and having the different size product to be available, it just speaks volume from who's coming into the community. And if you want more information, you can always contact us and we can tell you more about it.
All right, guys, we had a lot of fun showing you.
Wait. You forgot to tell them something.
Oh my gosh, we forgot to tell you about the big exciting news. Well, make sure you keep watching our videos. Guys, if you're interested in seeing more about Wellen Park, there's gonna be a playlist that pops up right after this showing you all of Wellen Park because we've already toured it all. And make sure you give us that call, shoot us that text, or send us an email because we don't stop working until you are a Sarasota County resident. All right, the big news revealed. David Weekley is now going to be building executive homes here in Palmera on their 65-foot wide lots. It's going to be a bigger, larger home, and there's going to be some new floor plans. So make sure you keep watching our channel because we're going to be the first ones to tour them. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video.
See you on the next one. It was fun.